Welcome back. Let's commence, shall we?
Show me your vaunted strength, and I shall expose the lie of your fragmented existence.
Alright, let's do this, shall we?
By darkness be purged!
There's assault. Oh fuck. What the fuck? Oh yeah.
Darkness reigns! Bleed, fool! You are unworthy! The arcane is mine to command!
I'm used to doing this in expert, I'm sorry. Double.
Scurry and scatter! By darkness be purged!
Okay, thank you. Yep. Oh, hello there. I can't. Okay, that's BS. Oh fucking hell! This music is fucking jamming. I should have used Living Dead to survive that.
I am stifled by this vessel of flesh! The future of the stars shall be shaped by my hands! I shall be raised up
Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba
Darkness flow through me. Awesome pests. I have unbound my cosmic law. Awesome pests. Hearken to the word of rule. This place will be your tomb. Begone! Drown in despair. My dormant breath, dream now of a dark tomorrow. By our gathered might, must we reclaim these vain reflections. In Zodiac's name, I beseech you! Has the warden's right one free? No. Damn you! Damn your wretched blessings! That lies with the world and every life upon it! Our tragedy must never again come to pass! You have no power over me!
Enough, damn you!
Such infernal strength!
Now! Strike with all thy might!
Remember. Remember us. Remember that we once lived.
It's over. Selk is no more.
More importantly, how do you fare?
What dost thou see?
Her ether. It is as it used to be. As a disciple of Zodiark, the Ascian was the darkness to your light. I can but assume that when you set your strength against his, the light within you was spent.
No, it's more than that. Under the strain of that incredible flood of ether, your soul had begun to break apart, yet now it seems somehow restored. I tried to help you before the battle, but Emmett Selk stopped me. So, how did you... exactly what did you... Can you tell us what happened? I see.
Where to start? I believe I owe you all an apology. And you, most especially. Well, 'tis good to be awake.
So, those mad souls dove straight into the ocean over there, did they?
All I could see from here was the whale, Master Chai.
'Twas surely Alphino and those friends of his. They did something heroic, mark my words. You need only look up there for proof of that.
As you say, my love. They're sure to be back any moment now. Any moment.
They are coming back, aren't they? I couldn't bear the thought of...
There, dear. Everything will be all right.
There, look! Over there, over at the beach!
Ho there! Greetings!
You all right?
Welcome back!
I didn't think we'd be swimming the whole way back. Heavens, Heavens, take me.
Alphino! Oh, hells.
Wait! Where's Urianger?
He must have fallen behind.
But shouldn't we look for him?
He'll wash up, sooner or later.
For the love of... Alphino!
Welcome back, dear ones!
And thus did salvation come to the first. The lamps of Amarot will fade along with Emet-Selch's enchantments, and the depths shall be as once they were. Mount Gulg will one day fall, and the Talos below yield to wind and rain. This tale, too, will fade with time, passing into legend as the world heals and moves on. Nevertheless, as ether obeys the cycle, as death and decay gives way to new life, so too do the memories we share inspire others to rise to greatness. For we who walk before may lead those who walk after. Your road goes ever on, as does your story, as does your legacy. Such is the hero's lot, to touch the lives of countless others.
Excuse me? You're the Warrior of Darkness, aren't you? Where are you from, really? And how did you get to be so strong?
one world's end as a new begin, and should our souls scatter unto the wind, still we shall live on. Stand tall. May all of the dark
Oops, wrong button. Alright. The ending to this tale hath been a joyous one indeed. Myriad were the lessons learned, yet and there is one particular important. 'Tis imperative that I master magics to grant my feet purchase upon the water, or else allow me to part the sea at will. I must needs visit Bismarck in due course, and scrub his teeth in thanks. Mayhap the airy arts of a fairy whale might be imparted to mortal men. We shall see, we shall see. People came from miles around to join the festivities, but most seem to have stumbled home by now. Even so, I dare say Norvant will echo to the sound of the clanging mugs for some while yet. I thought to indulge in a little revelry myself last night until Uranji began to list all the names of my drunken conquests. I even ended up drinking water. Water! Kara, are you well? No ill effect? After effects? To my eyes, you seem completely healed. It really is a miracle. Speaking of happy surprises, I was amazed to see the crowd that greeted our return. I didn't realize just how many people we'd met along the way. And did you see their smiles right then and there? I vowed to do whatever I could to keep the joy from fading. I knew the Knights Blessed were amongst the revelers, but the Quisterium was so crowded I thought it safe to speak my true name. Poor Munar and his ilk were gripped with panic. As you may recall, 'tis customary not to reveal one's true name outside of family and ceremony. Yet when I heard to explain that all present were like family, I was greeted with an outpouring of tears. An emotional people, the blessed. It would seem I don't know my own limits. I had thought to push on till dawn, but my body had other plans. So still, I did enjoy the carousing while it lasted. Even I need to forget my cares every now and then. What I don't need is to wake up to Alphino smirking at my bedside. He said my face was a rare sight while I slept. Gods, I hope I wasn't drooling. It would seem that the city celebrated long into the night, not that I would know, as embarrassing as it is to admit. I woke to find myself in the infirmary, having apparently collapsed from exhaustion. My aching pride was somewhat soothed by the sight of Alice asleep in the bed next to mine. She must have been just as weary. Long has it been since I've seen her face so peacefully in repose. Twas a rare, tranquil morning made unforgettable by the sight of those clear blue skies.
By your deeds has the blinding light been banished from these skies, and the Sin Eaters driven to retreat. Although our many hurts will be years in the mending, I have faith that this world and her people will one day be whole once more. With no rejoining in prospect, the Source need no longer fear the coming of an 8th umbral calamity.
And with that triumph, the future from which you came will no longer come to pass. Yet here you still stand.
So I do. I wonder if that other age continues onward somehow, cut adrift from time's flow. Or have I simply etched myself a place upon this new block of history? Either way, this is an unexpected development. As the summoner of your souls, my death was meant to release you back to your world. Yet I am very much alive, and you are still stuck here in the First.
I believe I speak for us all when I say that we are happy to postpone our return if it means your life is spared. We will seek out another way.
Besides, I never had any intention of rushing home. There are people here I still need to thank, and this means I might actually have time to do so.
Yet we dare not neglect our comrades in the Source. Mistress Tataru, to name but one, will be most anxious to know how things stand with us.
So, you'll just have to make the journey alone for the moment. Be sure and give a full report to our fellow scions, would you? Oh, and we'd also appreciate any news you can bring us from back home.
Then I see no reason to delay. I can open the path from here.
I imagine we each have matters demanding our attention, so let this be a farewell for us all. Send word when you've resummoned our friend. Oh, and do try to ensure she arrives within the city next time.
Of course. I shall strive for utmost accuracy. No strange forests or unplanned passengers, I promise.
I'm a little relieved, to be honest. I would have been terribly lonely if everyone had suddenly disappeared. But I understand that you have to go. Safe journey, warrior of darkness. I hope to see you again soon.
Just a moment while I attune the portal. Then you can be on your way. When I was a boy, many long years ago, I yearned to stand tall as the heroes of Eld. But like a fool seeking to pluck the stars from the heavens, my every attempt to reprise their deeds fell short. And then one day, an all but forgotten dream from my youth stood before me in the flesh. hero who looked at the horizon and beyond and saw I knew not what. All I knew was that I would give anything to stand at that hero's side. Would that it was so easy. The glory of the heavens was ever beyond the grasp of those who never thought to reach for it. But if I have gained anything from all of this, it is the courage to stretch out my hand. Do you hear me, Grahatia? This is no time for sleeping.
To the west gate. I want to know what's happening there.
Same as the others. Struck down with a single blow. An unfortunate day to draw guard duty. Forgive me. These were your people.
We took advantage of this slaughter to slip into the palace. 'Tis not for me to grieve them. That was the Emperor! Wait! Ugh! Your radiance!
Gaius! You've missed your part in this, I'm afraid.
Identify yourself, demon!
You were hoping for the Ascian? The Craven shed this skin and fled, rather than face me. A pity. I was looking forward to crossing blades with myself. But I cannot deny the feeling of satisfaction. Body and soul reunited at last.
What now? The game continues, but the pieces have changed.
Only if we trust in a paragon's words. A mistake I do not intend to repeat. Gaius!
He speaks the truth. Elidibus is gone. Tore a hole into the rift. Xenos, my foolish, greedy son. Was a second life not enough?
Was the Empire too rich a prize to ignore? True freedom for our nation, our people, will never be won by a spoiled princeling. The burden of this throne is beyond you.
'Tis you, father, who have struggled with this burden. Simply holding the Empire together has occupied your limited faculties. But you may take comfort in knowing that I have no intention of pursuing your tedious agenda. Nor am I interested in ruling over the Empire's lands. I came only to remove that which ruins my sport. I will not have my prey stolen by your petty wars and cowardly weapons.
You would kill me just for that.
I need no other reason. Any and all who interfere with my hunt will not do so twice! I heard the Ascians speak of Zodiac and Eidolon. Even the will of this star is but a construct of our own making. We shall gorge upon their strength, and then, my friend, our contest shall begin anew.
Xenos!
I forgot about that. Let's return to Mordona and talk to Tataru. Ba, 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 ba. But, Akira, is it really you? But how? When we didn't think you'd be back for ages. Time travels in mysterious way. Would you rather I went again? Oh, don't be daft. I just didn't believe you're actually back. We heard the good news from your pixie friend, but nothing compares to seeing you in the flesh. As for the situation on this side, the Imperials are still eyeing our forces from afar. From what I'm told, the Guardian armies have been slow to react and seem reluctant to commit to any large-scale engagements. It's an odd sort of stalemate. Otherwise, we've yet to see any sign of that awful Black Rose weapon we were warned about. Oh, but I suppose we did call in an old friend to help out on that count. Krell and I had a terrible time tracking him down, though. It will be worth it to see the look on your face when you find out who it is. Anyway, I was just about to make contact with this helper of ours and then confirm the latest news from the front. Might you fancy having a rest while I do? Ah, the Warrior of Light, back where she belongs, just as if nothing had happened, though you do seem different somehow. You'll have to tell me all about your adventures when we next have a spare moment. Until then, welcome back. Oblivion has claimed him. MXelk, gone. Laha Brea, gone. I alone remain, the last of the unbroken. One more, I am moved to reevaluate the potential of these tattered souls. Xenos, never did I dream you could overpower me so completely possessed as I was of your body and all its uncanny strength. And now that I have shared with you the truth of this world and its reflections, who can predict how events will unfold? Not I. Emissary, what a poor jest that title has become. The flow of history has become muddied. Its current wild beyond my capacity to direct them. You have wrestled the advantage, Highland. The thieving hands of your disciples tightened their grip on our star. The origins of the world remain hidden, and its inhabitants ignorant of their broken existence, just as you and your creators desire. They celebrate the gift of the imperfect life, uncaring, unknowing as we weaken and fade. But do not imagine yourself rid of us. Though your champion has indeed proven the most egregious obstacle to our ascendance, a barbed thorn in my side, she may yet be removed and cast into the abyss. Oh yes, it can be done. I will keep these heroes mirrored in the first, and victory will be ours at the last. Where is the darkness now, are they? Then their fate is decided. They shall meet the same end as those who came before, death at the hands of the warriors of light. It seems you were right. Yes, there is something out there. But it would mean crossing moms and moms of this infernal emptiness, which is rather unhealthy for living creatures, as I understand it. Even were we to restrict ourselves to brief forays, I don't like to imagine the effect it would have on our ether. But you still want to go, don't you? We may have saved the world, but we haven't reclaimed it. When you put it that way. What choice do we have? Well, of course, I'm going with you. That's what family is for, isn't it? Come, let's head back and prepare for this mad journey of yours. Thank you, Thinkred. Your blazing skies give way to gentle night. What hand can end the war of light and dark? You have completed the main scenario quest Shadowbringers. By opening the trust interface located under duty, you may now repeat previous completed main scenario dungeons with a party of NPC avatars. Avatars will gain EXP and level up in accordance with their duty participation. For more information, please refer to the help found within the interface itself. Furthermore, bolstered by your experience in the first, you are now able to accept new quests from job-related NPCs in the source. In order to access them, the following conditions must be met: reach level 80 in a given job, complete the relevant level 70 quests, complete the associated role quest line. Quests, locations, and other details can be reviewed in the level 70 job quest journey journal entry. In addition, quests to unlock new content have now become available in the Crystanium. Rest assured, Warrior of Light and Darkness for 2 worlds of adventures await your return. Alright. That was a very, I would say, very long adventure we had. We completed Shadowbringers, which is bloody fucking amazing, by the way, and I can't believe it still makes me cry every time, even with more new stuff that I haven't experienced. Like that dialogue where, what was it? Let's see, what was it? Let's see. Fate can be cruel, but a smile better suits a hero. That literally got me. Holy fucking shit. Anyways, I bet I could do that. What? How long were you standing there in silence? Don't you know it's rude to wait? Aren't you the mortal bounded to Fe'ul? Well now, isn't this a pleasant surprise? I've a proposal I was meaning to put to you as it happens. Interested? Let me see. So these Skywatchers you see all over, they're good at what they do, but even they can't tell you if it's raining or whatever back in the source, no? But with my help, they could. I could cross the rift, see what the weather's like for myself. Come back and share my knowledge with these mortals by whispering to them in their dreams. I could do the same for Skywatchers on the other side, too. Everyone would have all the answers, and they wouldn't even know how they got them. Wouldn't that be grand? Your silence is all the approval I need. Off I go, hee hee. Due to Leofio meddling with the dreams of Skywatchers in the source, the first Skywatchers may now provide forecasts for every region, regardless of their location. Okay, what the fuck? By the time you hear this, what the fuck? I think this is the right one. Oh, no, that's Eden. How about the one here? I think this is. I think this is it, right? Give me a second. Oh, I didn't want that. Ah, fuck. I didn't want that at all. Again. Yeah, man. Oh, yeah. Alright. Alright, so. Give me a second. Alright, so. I would say this concludes this episode of Final Fantasy XIV. In the next episode, I'll do a few things, like doing this quest, which will unlock a dungeon, which is, I would say, the Minotaur dungeon. You'll have a side dungeon you'll have to do because the music is fucking amazing. And this one will do the new 8-man raid, which is Eden. Yeah, and I think after that, yeah, I think that should do it. Anyways, thanks for joining me, and see you in the next episode. Till then, fare thee well.